Shmakamagab, everybody. Hey, check this out. Check out my hat. Look at this. It says, Almost Human, listen to Black Sabbath and Shmakamagab. How cool is that? It was, and check it out. Black Sabbath shorts. Yeah, I even know about Sabbath shorts. I'm a fanatic. And I got this from Nina that has a YouTube channel here called Heavy Metal Kitchen. And please go over there and subscribe. Thank you so much, Nina. She also got me a shirt, which I should have wore, that has like the picture of me with the rings, and it says Almost Human, listen to Black Sabbath. Awesome. Thank you again, Nina. Now, let's get into this. The great Waylon Latimer, the inventor of the Almost Human bracket racket. Or what is it? Bracket ranking is what I meant to say. And this one, it's songs that begin with the letter M. Now, I am a masochist. I told this to Waylon. I said, dude, you make me suffer doing this, and yet I love doing it. Must make me a masochist. So, let's do it. All right, so, here we go. And by the way, I don't pay attention when I write these stuff down. So, this will be torture as I do this. I was jamming to Badfinger while I was writing all this down. All right, starting with The Doors with Midnight Drive versus The Who with My Generation. I dig them both, man, but I got to give that one to The Who. Definitely The Who. All right, next. Alice Cooper with Muscle of Love versus Rolling Stones Miss You. I don't dislike Miss You. It's all right. Muscle of Love rules. And I'll be honest with you. And I even have it. I even own it, man. And I had Alice sign it. Not a big fan of this album, but man, that song, Muscle of Love. There's a couple other songs I like of it. Muscle of Love rules. It definitely takes it. But I gotta still go with The Who. My Generation's holding on. Alright, next. Misty Mountain Hop versus Man on the Silver Mountain. Oh man, damn. I'm going with Zeppelin. Misty Mountain Hop versus My Generation. The Who is holding on. Alright, next. Slade with Mama, We're All Crazy Now versus Pink Floyd's Money. I'm going with Pink Floyd. But The Who is still holding on. Alright, next. Stones Midnight Rambler versus Allman Brothers. Midnight Rider. That's another tough one, man. But you know what? I'm going with the Stones. Especially that Get Your Yayas Out version is just amazing. Midnight Rambler versus My Generation. Oh, damn. Woo! I gotta give it to My Generation for the Ox, man. Never forget the Ox. My all-time favorite bass player. Alright, next. More Than a Feeling from Boston versus Jimi Hendrix Manic Depression. Damn! That's why I don't pay attention when I write this down, because I don't want to suffer twice. Oh, man. God, I love them both so much. I'm giving that to Jimmy. But, you know, right there, you know, all these people that, you know, oh, Black Sabbath didn't invent metal, it was Blue Cheer. No, it was Black Sabbath, not Blue Cheer. You know, it's ridiculous. What are you, racist? You're going to tell me Blue Cheer did anything heavier than Jimi Hendrix? Get Manic Depression? And by the way, I love Blue Cheer. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. Let's cut the deck. All right. Manic Depression versus My Generation, though. Forgive me, Ox. I'm giving that to Hendrix. Definitely giving it to Hendrix. All right, next. Master of Puppets versus My Last Words. Now, look, man. I know a lot of you out there want to be that guy. Oh, Megadeth is better than Metallica and blah, 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 blah. And I know a lot of you out there like that. When it comes to early, you know, I would put the first 3 Metallica albums over anything from Megadeth. But in this case, I cannot put Master of Puppets over My Last Words. And I know a lot of people would pick Master of Puppets. Not me, man. My Last Words, man, I like more. I'm giving it to that. Now, My Last Words versus Manic Depression, Hendrix is holding on. All right, final one. I don't know. The torture. The torture is real. Oh my God, this is horrendous. Van Halen with Mean Street versus Ozzy Osbourne with Mr. Crowley. Oh! And you know what? I know what I'm going with. And not only am I going with Mean Street, but I'm going to put that over Hendrix, where Mean Street is the winner of the left side bracket. Now, we're going to go to the right side bracket and see if that winner can beat Mean Street. I don't think so, but we'll see. Mean Street, man, I got to tell you, man, my favorite Van Halen songs, in top 3. On Fire, Out of Love Again, Mean Street. In that order. The mighty Van Halen, baby. But you never know. You never know. Let's go. Mother. Danzig with Mother versus Madhouse from Anthrax. I dig them both, and I'm going with It's a Madhouse. I'm definitely giving that to Anthrax. Spreading the Disease is such an amazing album. Next, Slayer with Mandatory Suicide versus Metal Thrashing Mad from Anthrax. Another one. This one's simple. And again, I love them both. But not only does Mandatory Suicide beat Anthrax, Metal Thrashing Mad, it also beats Anthrax with Madhouse. So Mandatory Suicide from Slayer is now. You ever noticed? I've always noticed. I mean, I've noticed this even when, like, the first time I heard Mandatory Suicide. Listen to the beginning of it, just the structure of it. It reminds me so much of For Whom the Bell Tolls. It has that kind of, you know, vibe. Just the beginning has that. Probably some of you don't think that. And you know why? Because you're not insane like me. All right, next. Oh, this is simple, but man, I love Machine Gun. Where's Band of Gypsies, man? I'm not going to waste my time. Jimi Hendrix, Machine Gun, that's one of the greatest guitar playing that guy's ever done. It's just phenomenal. Versus Monkey Man from the Stones. I'm not a big fan of that song. I'm giving that to Machine Gun. Now, Machine Gun over Mandatory Suicide, I can't do it. It's, you know, I can't. I got to go with Slayer. Slayer's hanging on. And I love Hendrix, man. All right, next, Modern Day Cowboy from Tesla versus Guns N' Roses with My Michelle. I dig them both. And I think Tesla is very unfairly labeled a hair band. That was a jeans and t-shirt band. But, you know, if you listen to Love Song, yeah, it sounds like a hair metal song. Your daddy works in porno. I'm giving that to GNR. Both great, though. Did you know that Patience, well, I've heard the song Patience was ripped off from a Tesla song, and I can't remember the name of the song. Leave it in the comments below. And everybody out there, if you want to know what song it is, read the comments below, because I got some awesome viewers. And they know that answer. So leave it down there. So that way you can educate them and me, because I can't remember what song it is. My Michelle versus Mandatory Suicide. Slayer's holding on. All right. Mr. Speed from Kiss versus Making Love from Kiss. They're both great, man. I'm going with Making Love, though. Alright. Making Love versus Mandatory Suicide. Slayer, still. Alright, next. Mouth for War. Pantera versus Motorhead. The song Motorhead by Motorhead. Love them both, but Motorhead, man. Now, Motorhead versus Mandatory Suicide. Yeah, that's kind of tough too, I ain't gonna lie. Slayer's holding on. Holding on, man. Alright, next. Metallica with Metal Militia versus Iron Maiden's Murder in the Rue Morgue. Love them both, and I saw Metallica do Metal Militia like a month ago, as I'm recording this. Maiden. That Diano stuff, man, is just, that's my Maiden. Those first two albums are phenomenal. Alright, now the last one, as I'm looking at now, they are both incredible tunes. And it is not hard for me to pick which one I like more, but it still hurts because they're both incredible tunes. And I'm talking about Judas Priest with Metal Gods versus my second favorite song from my favorite band, Black Sabbath with Megalomania. I gotta give it to Megalomania. And Megalomania, did I say Murders in the Rue Morgue, Slayer still won? I don't think I did. I'm still picking Mandatory Suicide over Iron Maiden, but I can't. At the very end, you know, you're great, Waylon. You put the ones at the end. It's like, oh man, it's gonna beat the ass of, you know. Look at Mandatory Suicide. The second song made it all the way to the end, and then knocked out by Suck Man. Megalomania. All right. Oh man, now I just figured out what Megalomania is going against. Alright. Megalomania is my second favorite Black Sabbath song. Black Sabbath is my favorite band. Van Halen, Mean Street, is my third favorite Van Halen song. So you'd think I'd go with Megalomania, right? Well, you thought wrong. I'm giving it to VH, man. VH, Mean Street, is the winner of the M brackets. And if, go ahead, throw out titles. I can't answer everybody, all right? I'm a busy dude. But I don't think there's a better song that starts with an M than Mean Street. But I'm just saying this right now off the cuff. I don't know. Maybe there is. Hell if I know. Don't write anything. I ain't gonna answer. What about this song? Hey! All I can say is I love you because you're still watching me, man. And I love you too, Waylon, for another killer bracket. And there's more coming. Waylon sent me more to do. So, stay tuned. All right. Let me stop playing with my eyeball and do my sign off. If you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you have not. Right on, everybody. Stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath. And smack 'em a gob. Bah!